For some reason that's turned off. Now you can hear me.
Ah.
There, I'm back. Hello, everybody. We are
Hello.
back. Happy Friday.
There we go.
So this is our first time we are flopping the order of our streams. And and we're doing that moving forward. So our public streams now will be at 11 a.m. Eastern Time every Friday. And our members stream will be starting at 1 p.m. every Friday Eastern Time. And so there you go. There we are. And today we're going to be doing a little bit of animation. I've got this project that's been lingering on my desk for months, and I want to get it off my desk, and I'm very close to finishing it, so I thought it'd be fun to do that with you guys, and you can hang out with me. And we've got a lot of stuff planned coming up that we're not quite ready to announce yet, but we got some really fun stuff that Nick and I are putting together and be announcing in the next few weeks. So I'm really excited about that. But I know we've got other things. Oh, first of all, there's Nick.
Hello.
And there's Dustin.
Hi.
So we got a lot of stuff coming up. We got our May event.
If you hold your hand like this, it looks like we're crushing your dad's head. We're
right
crushing
here?
his head.
Crushing.
Anyway.
So anyway, Nick, why don't you take over and tell them what we got going on?
Yeah, so we've got a bunch of sales happening this weekend. First of all, we've got a flash sale happening this weekend. If you use promo code 10-SAVE, you can get any single course for just $10. So that's like all of our drawing and painting courses, traditional courses, animation courses, human anatomy, character design, the works. The only thing excluded from that are bundles and our two newest classes from Mel Milton and Aaron's recent 10 actions for animators class. But everything else, you can use promo code 10-SAVE and get any single course for just $10. We are also, we've decided to extend for one more weekend because we got a lot of requests for it, the lifetime membership deal.
That's quite popular.
It's been huge.
It's popular.
It's been hugely popular, and we figured since this weekend is the last weekend of the month, we'd go ahead and let it run through this. But this is it. The price is going up on Monday. So if you are interested in picking up a lifetime membership to Creature Art Teacher, which is quite literally the deal of a lifetime, it gets you everything on the website, plus everything we release over the next year.
It's going up
forever. Everything we release forever for one low price.
It's going up to $1 million.
Yes.
100 million.
Yeah, so
make
it's a
sure you
really
get
good
it.
bargain now, given that, that's it. Anyway. And then we've got some live events coming up that we're very excited about. February 14th and 15th, we have, nope, wrong one.
Terl Whitlatch.
Terl Whitlatch is teaching you how to draw dinosaurs. This is a live instructional online workshop. As long as you pre-register, you do get a replay of it. You can't buy it after the fact, though.
Yes, so we had Terl on a couple months ago, and it was hugely popular, which is why we're bringing her back again, and she's fantastic. If you don't know Terl, she's an amazing creature designer, character designer. She's worked on Star Wars. She worked on Brother Bear, which is where we met 25 years ago. And she's incredibly knowledgeable. She's got an extensive science background that she applies to her creature design. So if you've ever been interested in creature design, this is the one that you want to be a part of.
And she's going to teach you how to draw dinosaurs, a Carnotaurus, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, Carnotaur.
It's Carnotaurus, actually.
Yeah. Yes.
Anyway, it's an amazing class. She's an incredible teacher. It's going to be a lot of fun. 2 days of learning, live Q&A session. Check it out. We've also, because we're flipping the order of our live streams, the whole idea is, these first streams are kind of a taste, but then the streams that happen after the fact, that's the real intimate. Those members only streams are amazing. You get to ask Aaron questions directly. He's always calling out people by their first name because they join us all the time. In preparation of that, we're running a sale on annual plans. They're $100 off this weekend. And we're also going to be launching very soon for members our studio sessions, which are exclusive streams where Aaron's going to provide critique and feedback on content. We're going to be putting out calls for
I'm going to be giving assignments.
giving assignments and then
Yeah.
providing feedback and critiques. And that is only available to members on our website.
It's actually really super cool. That's one of the things I'm super excited about. We've got some other things that we might wrap that into as well. So, but the studio sessions are going to be assignments that you can do or not do if you want, and you can upload them. I'll review them, and I critique a handful, and everyone is there for the critique, just like art class, just like college. And I'm trying to get that college feel, and but you can only do it if you're a member. So check it out.
And
why don't you tilt your webcam up just a tad, because the top of your head is touching the top of the screen there. There you go.
Hello.
Hello.
we got Dave Clayton there. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello,
How the
Dave.
devil are you?
Ready to switch over to the screen?
Yep, I think it's time to dive
We
in.
are good. There we are.
Dive in.
And then Cadence Squirrel sent a super chat and says, "Thank you for fighting the good fight against AI and keeping art alive. Brother Bear has always been a favorite of mine."
Hey, thank you. So I'm just going to highlight a little section here. This is a little section where this boy on the left is eating lunch, and he realizes the boy on the right has no lunch, and so he offers him half his sandwich. I'll play the whole thing, actually. Here we go. So it starts out, we pull out, and we see this boy eating his lunch, and we've got music playing. We hear kids in the background laughing, playing, and that one poor little boy on the right, he has no lunch. And so this boy here, he goes, wait a minute, I can give him half my sandwich. And now they're both happy. And then it's going to cross dissolve to empathy. It's going to say empathy, it feeds the soul. And so, just trying to put a little bit of good back into the world through the one thing I know how to do, and that's art.
It might be nice to show. I can see that you've got the board layer playing underneath there. Is that something we could show?
Yeah, I can do that. It just doesn't have sound.
That's fine. So one of the things we do in the membership streams, the members only streams, is you get to see the entire process of these projects. So this is an animated project Aaron's been working on a long time. So they got to see the concept, the creation of it, the boards, all the way through the finished. And we're going to be doing that. We did that with our animated short film Snow Bear. We shared the entire process of making that. And we're going to be doing that as well with our next animated projects, which we've got some more shorts in the works, but we're also in the early planning stages on some possible features. And so if you become a member at Creature Art Teacher, you're going to get to join us for those entire journeys.
Let me jump ahead over here. Let me show you something. 750. Maybe change the mark out. So there's music that's playing. We start in close on this kid, then we pull out wide to reveal, oh, there's another boy, and he has nothing. So that's concerning. So this boy offers his sandwich, and they both. And so this is what I do. These are rough storyboards. Just something to lay it out, and then it comes up. Empathy, it feeds the soul.
And we got a message from Julia, Aaron.
Hi, Julia.
She says, Aaron, Dustin, and Nick, I have two pieces of great news.
Oh, yeah, she's about to read it.
Agape was officially, or Agape, her film, was officially selected to the Buenos Aires International Film Festival and also won a Work of Excellence award.
Hey, congratulations.
And then she says, and secondly, Agape and 2 Miles from Home, her other film, are officially selected and will be screening in Toronto, Canada as part of Greek Heritage Month in March.
Fantastic.
So Julia is one of our students, and she followed along with Aaron as we made Snow Bear and also learned animation, and now she's created her own award-winning film.
That's right. That's right.
Success.
Turning these back on.
Arturo's wondering, have you seen the new Pepsi ad with the polar bear in response to Coke doing Gen AI ads?
No,
I have not.
I have not seen that. There we go. Let me see if I've got it.
Someone on YouTube, Sebastian Animation, says, hello from Nepal.
Hello, wow, Nepal. Are you in Kathmandu? I was in Kathmandu in 2011. That was an amazing trip. All right, so let's do it. Enough jibber jabber.
Have you ever done a memorial portrait? I'm drawing one right now and having a bit of trouble because, well...
A memorial? What
emotions
separates a memorial portrait from a portrait?
A memorial.
I've done portraits.
Being someone that's passed away would be a memorial portrait.
I get it, but how is that different from a regular portrait?
I'm drawing one right now and having a bit of trouble because, well, emotions are a thing.
Oh, gotcha.
Any tips?
Nope. You're gonna have to. Doing
Gotta
that,
fight through it.
especially if you're close to the person that you're doing the portrait of. Yeah, that's a tough one. And but treat it as it's therapeutic. It really is. You know, making Snow Bear was kind of a reflection. Well, not kind of. It was a reflection on my own experiences with loss, and it became a very therapeutic experience.
And I mean, I would give little bits of advice. First of all, people should realize that portraits and capturing likenesses are one of the hardest things to do in art, because we as people know what other people look like, and you can, if something's off or something's proportions are wrong, it's something that you can just sense right away. So portraiture art is incredibly difficult. However, that being said, portraits do not need to be photorealistic. Perhaps you're trying to capture the essence of the person or the idea of the person or the spirit of the person. So think about that. Don't necessarily have to be a slave to photorealism. You know, maybe it's more about capturing the sense of the person rather than their exact likeness. That's something to consider.
Hello, question for member streams. Are you currently sharing storyboard and writing process of future projects? Because that's one of the most important stages to learn. Thanks.
I will be.
Yes.
Snow Bear was just the beginning.
Yeah, and we did that with Snow Bear. We shared the boards, we shared all kinds of stuff. But with our next projects, yes, we're going to be taking you all along during
Yeah,
the
the
story
next
development.
project we're gonna share it even more.
Yep.
Got some really cool things in the works.
Also want to let people know that we have in May 23rd and 24th, we are hosting a 2-day live masterclass in Los Angeles. It's on the entire animation pipeline. We just added some new speakers, by the way. We've added Pam Coates, who is a producer and studio executive.
She was the head of development at Disney when I was there. She's the one that actually gave me my job as a director.
Yep. She was a producer on Mulan. She's worked at Warner Brothers. She's worked at Netflix. We also added Marlon West, who is the head of 2D effects head of effects animation, not just 2D.
Yeah.
Head of effects animation at Disney. We've added Max Smith from Skywalker Sound. We're going to be taking you through the entire animated filmmaking pipeline, all the way from concept through distribution. So we're going to have executives there from major studios talking about what the pre-production process, the distribution process,
What they look for.
and
I mean,
then-
just straight up, what's marketable in their opinion.
and then we're going to have artists and technicians covering each aspect of the filmmaking process. So go on over to creatureartteacher.com/live and learn all about it.
Yeah, there's actually never been anything quite like what we're planning out there. And one of the things I like to say in the advertisement is that, pick your favorite animated film. And if it's done in the last 40 or 50 years, chances are somebody that we're going to have on stage worked on it.
We got a comment on YouTube. I'm just doing the human anatomy class now, and I'm following the costume class. That's so awesome. Following the costume class. It's so awesome. It's marvelous. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be a lifetime member. It's truly priceless.
We are happy to have you. Thank you.
And the Mekli says, I'm watching from Nigeria. Hi, Aaron. You're one of the best animators. I love your style of drawing.
Thank you, my friend. We want to get to Nigeria, actually. There's a very healthy animation community there.
Oh, somebody was watching from Argentina and another from Brazil.
Actually, I'm going to do this. I am going to do this. I'm going to do this as an overlay.
Becky Lee on Facebook says, so much talent. I can't stay long on this live, but I just wanted to let you know that I am so touched by all your animation. I can't wait to see what's next.
Thank you.
And Caden Squirrel from the UK says, Aaron, what is your opinion on art teachers discouraging taking inspiration from Japanese animation?
Well, I don't think it depends on the art teacher. I can't say a blanket statement for all teachers, but I actually have an opinion on that because I've said it to a lot of young students. I've looked at a lot of portfolios where the only thing in their portfolio is anime. And so, you may be misconstruing what the art teachers are saying. And that is, hey, it's okay to like anime. It's okay to draw anime. It's wonderful. But if you want to develop as an artist, you've got to try other styles. You've got to try other things to broaden your horizons. Because that will, even if you come back to your anime, which you will most likely, your anime style, you'll bring something new to it. So I think what a lot of them are saying is not necessarily discouraging them from doing anime, but they're trying to get them to try to do other things, which is what I try to get students, that all they have in their portfolio is anime, which is what I see a lot of nowadays. And I try to get them to try other styles and draw from life.
We've got somebody from Pakistan. Otaka Sultan says, love you, sir. Love Snow Bear. You are my inspiration. I'm working on my own season now. Love from Pakistan.
Oh, thank you.
And can't quite pronounce the name, but person right after writes, I'm from Serbia and I'm a big fan. And
Well, hello. I love our international group.
Tuning in from Vermont. Love watching the streams while working on animation assignments.
Hey, tuning in from Vermont, my home state. Everyone thinks I'm from Florida. I grew up in Florida, but I was born in Burlington, Vermont.
Vermont feller.
Okay, so what I'm doing now, I'm trying to be economical in my drawing. So I'm doing this drawing right here is going to sit on top. Then I'm going to create a layer underneath. Here we go. And I'm going to draw the shirt. That's going to come through like so.
What did you learn in trying to distribute Snow Bear on festivals around the world? Is it hard to get to festivals and get recognition?
No, I mean, it's not. You just enter. It all comes down to quality. You need to have quality. And, we put a lot into Snow Bear. And, how many festivals did we enter? Or did you enter?
It's probably 60-ish,
Yeah.
somewhere in there. We've won about 40 awards. Since we've last been on the public streams, we found out we did not get the Oscar nomination. We were shortlisted.
Oh, that's right. We haven't been on since then, have we?
No, we haven't been on since then.
Yeah, so we missed that. We did a big 13-month campaign to try to get it, and We fell short, but that's
fell-
okay.
we
We fell
fell-
short with our short.
Yep, we fell just short, but congratulations to the nominees that did make it. There's some great films in there. We'll be cheering them all on. There were some great films that didn't make it as well.
Yeah.
So we learned a lot to go with the original question. We learned a lot about the whole process and things we might do differently next time. We certainly didn't make the film to win awards. That's not the reason you make a film. You make a film because you want to make the film. And then you hope it leads, in our thing, we're hoping that it leads to other opportunities down the road. And in that regard, it's been successful because it already has opened up a lot of other doors and given us other directions in which some things that we're doing.
And at the very least, it lit that fire in me again to make films.
Yeah.
Because I can't stop.
For the Annie Award.
I was
for
just
Best
going to say, we're
Animated-
still up for Best Animated Short for the Annies. We were nominated for that.
Yep, which is, that's kind of like the industry Oscars. And we're very excited about that. We're looking forward to it, and we're looking forward to our next projects. So we're still going to do a course all about the making of Snow Bear and the process and the festival's submission and post-production, pre-production, all of that are going to be part of the course.
Nick and I are trying very hard to try to kind of redefine, not necessarily redefine, because we're not making that much of an impact, but for independent filmmaking, we're trying to really kind of find alternate ways of getting these films done to share with you guys. And one of the things that nobody does is take you into the studio and let you watch so that's something we're really excited about.
Yep.
It's actually going to have even more structure to it that we'll be able to talk about more later.
Again, I want to remind people that we're just about 2 weeks out from our next live online workshop with Terl Whitlatch. She's going to be teaching you how to draw dinosaurs. Last time we did a 2-day workshop with her. It was a huge hit. We had students from all over the world tune in, and she did sort of a prehistoric mammal, but now she's back with a dinosaur, and she's going to take you through her entire process. I mean, her background is in zoology, so she understands the anatomy, the musculature. She's going to take you basically through reconstruction of a dinosaur from the skeleton out as she draws a large predator this time. And the Carnotaurus was kind of the T-Rex of South America, is kind of how people like to think about it. A large, giant lizard, reptile, dinosaur that's, really exciting. And Terrell's an amazing teacher. We had an awesome time at the last workshop. I'm going to be there with her. You're going to have the opportunity to tune in for 2 full days as she answers questions and draws live, shares some of her amazing background. She was at one time the only female concept artist at Industrial Light and Magic, character designer. She designed Jar Jar Binks, she designed Sebulba, she designed so many creatures in the Star Wars universe. Tons of her designs are still being used today. She literally has written the books on creature design. So
I've got them right there. I'm looking at them.
Yep, it's going to be an amazing class. Go to creatureartteacher.com/live to sign up because spots are limited. You do get a replay if you can't tune in live, but you can't buy it after the fact. You can only get it if you pre-register. What software are you using, Aaron?
I am using TV Paint, my friend.
Someone's saying the sound is cutting in and out.
Well, that's crazy.
I'm having several people saying that.
Rather strange.
Rather peculiar.
Go to the slide, Dustin.
Just slide.
I was just wondering if maybe the mic cut out when the slide went, but no. I'm not seeing anything unusual.
It might be on their end.
But it was 2 or 3 different people.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Let us know in the
Someone's
comments if
saying,
you're having
sound-
sound issues.
Yeah, someone's saying sound is fine here. This is Corduroy Johnny from YouTube saying that. Bonita says, sound is perfect for me.
Someone on Twitch saying they're having intermittent issues. I wonder what our stream health is looking like.
Drawing is hard on YouTube says, the stream was stuttering. I think it's the connection sometimes lagging, not the audio itself.
Oh yeah, we dropped some frames. Almost had a hiccup. Sorry, everybody.
Do you know Mark Henn?
You know him very well. Mark Henn was one of my mentors along with Glenn Keane. But Mark, Glenn Keane taught me animation, and then Mark kind of propagated it through my career because Mark and I worked in the same studio together. Glenn was in the California studio. Mark and I worked in the Florida studio together. And Mark and I often did characters that were adjacent. So he did Jasmine, I did Raja. He did Belle, I did Beast. He did Simba, I did Nala.
Atlas Art Animation says, just got back from the story boot camp. Great to see you live again.
Which one is that person?
I'm not sure. It's only their handle, so I don't know what they're...
Which one are you? Who are you? It was awesome.
Is TV Paint free software? No, it is not. It is paid software, but it is
really
professional
great.
studio grade software.
Yeah, this is the software that I made Snow Bear with.
It is also the software that Cartoon Saloon made Wolfwalkers, Song of the Sea with, The Breadwinner, all their films. Esther Rogers on Facebook says, I signed up for Terl's live class in 2 weeks. I am so excited.
That's great.
Want to remind people that Monday, the price goes up. So this weekend is your last chance to get the lifetime membership. It is literally the deal of a lifetime. You pay one flat free fee. You get everything on the website that we currently offer, plus everything we release forever. That includes the ability to download and keep all of those courses. You also get streaming access, so you can basically choose to download, stream, whatever floats your boat.
It truly is offer of a lifetime.
We're also running a flash sale this weekend. You use promo code 10-SAVE, and you can get any course on the website for just $10. CreatureArtTeacher.com.
Jackam. Homestarwater.net is .com. Spirited Away says, it's always so amazing to hear people be mentored by the greats. I wish I had someone to teach me in person. Thank God for apps like this, though.
That's right. We never had anything like this. And like I said, when we start making our next film, which is right around the corner, and it's not what you expect. We're going to be sharing it starting at an earlier point in its production, and we're going to take you all the way through. It's going to be cool. All right, so I want to get this I want to get him chewing back and forth. So I want that kind of when you chew, your mouth moves in it's not just up and down. So we got the up and down, now I got to define the side to side. So what I need to do here is turn this off because it's getting a little distracting. There we go.
Someone asked for the lifetime membership link. I have posted it in the comments.
Ba-bam.
Julia says, so maybe there's going to be stuff we've never seen before in the process. Yes, absolutely.
I'm going to share my storyboarding process. I'm actually going to storyboard it live, which I didn't do. with the group last time.
Atlas Art Animation, who mentioned just came back from the workshop, says, I was the short one who showed you my skeleton sketch.
Nice. I'm so happy to have you.
Have you watched Brother Bear 2?
No, I never have. Isn't that crazy?
You said they only basically had an initial meeting with you about that, right?
Yeah, we had one meeting with them.
Yeah.
Or at least I did. Chuck may have had more.
Good morning. Is this for a new course?
No, this is a little. It's like a little PSA thing that I wanted to do about empathy.
Sort of a series of little shorts that we're working on.
Yeah.
It's our job as artists to put some beauty in the world, Aaron
That's
always
right.
says, and you know, I think one of the,
Sorry, guys.
bless you. I think one of the things you'll find that's a common theme in all of Aaron's work is
Sorry, guys.
bless you.
Dang.
Got a little tickle.
I think one of the things you'll find that's a common theme in all of Aaron's work is empathy.
Yes.
We're definitely trying to make, we're doing a conscious effort to create stories that inspire empathy,
Yeah.
both for our fellow people, our fellow earthlings and animals, our planet.
Yeah, a lot of my storytelling has to do with the cycles of life and, empathy. That's just where my brain kind of falls when I want to tell stories. I'm not super slapsticky. That's one thing I did learn, I think, on this last run is I think I had a very a narrower view of mass appeal style. I'm not saying it right. I think what I had in my head was a narrower view than what I think we can do. So I want to kind of stretch myself on this next one.
Stylistically.
Stylistically, both storytelling and visual. Yeah.
Spirited Away says, I just barely found out about this app and site because of Mel Milton. I wish things like this were advertised more. It would have helped me on my journey so much. Well, we're glad you found us now. Mel is amazing. He has a course on our website, as I'm sure you know. On our website, that's one of the beautiful things, is it's not just Aaron. We've got like 14 different instructors, including Terl Whitlatch, Ronnie Williford, Tim Hodge, who's an animation director. We've got David Coleman, who's an amazing story artist, head of story on projects at DreamWorks, visual development artist, Armand Serrano. We've got a course from Marco Bucci, who's an incredible painter. And you can get courses from all of them for just $10 this weekend if you use that promo code 10-SAVE at creatureartteacher.com. Just enter that promo code in and you will save sometimes 90% off of courses. So you can get any course for just a flat $10.
Even my course?
Yeah, your course too. Even your course. Photography course.
Photography course, yeah.
We've got courses on traditional drawing. We've got courses on animation, photography. Michelle Wasserman says, hey, Aaron.
Hey, Michelle.
Did you ever cross paths with Ken O'Connor? I saw some of his personal non-Disney artwork recently and was just blown away.
I met him once. He came to the studio. They brought in basically all the Living Nine Old Men when our studio first opened in Florida back in 1989, for those of you that wonder about the 1900s. And that's the only time I got it was a very brief meeting. To be honest, I don't really remember it very much other than I know I met him.
I was there that opening summer of MGM.
Yeah?
Yeah,
The little 9-year-old Nick Birch.
sure was. I remember it because I was a huge Roger Rabbit fan at the time. Still am.
And we were working on Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, and at that time when MGM first opened, you know, obviously Roger Rabbit was like the new hot thing, right?
Yeah,
So
it'd
there
come
was
out the year before.
There was a lot of theming in the park around Roger Rabbit and all that stuff. Pleasure Island used to have the giant Jessica Rabbit billboard. Or
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she kind of was the mascot of
Pleasure Island.
Of Pleasure Island
Yeah.
for a while.
Before it became Downtown Disney, before it became Disney Springs.
I still just call it Downtown Disney and Pleasure Island.
It's a lot different than it used to be. It's more like a big outdoor mall now.
Yeah. I came staggering out of there more than once.
Yeah, it's just weird not seeing Disney Quest there anymore.
I actually just heard that they're talking about putting something similar back in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know how accurate it is, but I heard they're developing something like that.
Please make it so.
Spirited Away says, I'm sitting here explaining how important Creature Art Teacher is to my fiance. The app definitely needs to be advertised more for artists. So much amazing art to learn from. So mad I barely found out about it this year. Well, thank you so much for finding us. And you know what? The best thing we can do, advertising,
Best that we can do.
or the best thing you can do for us is help us spread the word, because advertising costs a lot of money. And we actually do spend quite a bit on it, but it's hard to reach. The best advertising we have, bar none, is word of mouth. So if you know any artists or aspiring artists, tell them about Creature Art Teacher. We'll be thankful, and I think they will be too.
Yeah.
Again, I want to let people know that this is just the first stream today. We're going to be hopping on over after this stream to an exclusive members only stream, which is, they're just way more personal. If you know, you know. You get closer to the artist, you get closer to the process.
You know, you know.
You can go to creatureartteacher.com and learn all about it, or you can scan that QR code. Memberships are $100 off right now, an annual plan, and monthly streaming plans are also on a significant sale as well.
We even play some music in the background most of the time.
Yeah, we can't do that here on YouTube because we'll get demonetized or blacklisted or deplatformed or whatever you want to call it. But over on our members only streams, we play some tunes, we have a good time. Do you guys already know what's the next project or short that you'll make? We do.
I'm pretty close. I've got ideas for about 3 or 4 different shorts, but there's one that has really kind of embedded itself in my mind that I haven't shared with anybody.
We've also got some other projects we're working on that aren't just animated shorts.
Yeah.
Things like graphic novels, all kinds of stuff. And
Yeah,
so
we've got a lot of things that we're going to be doing.
this is going to be a very productive year, methinks, along with tons of new courses coming to the website.
Super excited.
Someone sent us an email over the weekend, Aaron, asking if we were going to update the Dreams course now that Dreams 2 is out.
At some point, we will.
Yeah, the answer is absolutely yes, we will. 90% of it overlaps with the current Dreams course. There's some nuances that we'll be adding. So if you pick up the current Dreams course, which is on sale right now, you will get a free update when the Dreams 2.0 version comes out of the course.
Yeah. My big focus right now, up and through March, is just tying up all of our irons, all of our loose ends. So my big focus right now is to get this off my desk. That's what we're doing today. And then I've got my book that I'm finishing. I spent the entire week writing, and I'm 1 chapter away from finishing the writing on my book. And then March and April, I'll be doing more artwork for it. And then we're also our Snow Bear the card game is in production right now, and so we're finishing that up. So a lot of cool stuff. Plus, we've got our May event that we're promoting. We got so many irons in the fire, but we're trying to, now that Snow Bear, one of the benefits of not getting nominated is our lives significantly simplified.
From a scheduling standpoint.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's a blessing in disguise.
Any chance of doing any more drawings in Krita?
There's always a chance.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely be experimenting with, in the coming year, different pieces of software. We've gotten lots of requests for different things. Rebecca says, I'm very excited for the card game.
Yes, so am I.
In fact, early next week, we're going to likely be going over to the manufacturer and approving the final production proofs.
Yep. The deluxe box we're getting a proof done of that right now. And once we approve that, then everything else is off to the races.
Yep.
I think at some point, or to celebrate the official release of the cards, one of our live streams we should just play a card game.
Oh yeah.
For the live stream.
Yeah, we did. One
that's
on
the other
TikTok.
thing too. I want to make sure everyone understands is that I think we sold about what did we sell? 1,500? No, we sold about 500 in the Kickstarter, right? Mm-hmm. Was it?
No, it was about 1,000.
Oh, 1,000. That's what it was. Sorry, we sold about 1,000 in the Kickstarter, but we're ordering 2,000. So
there will be more available.
There will be more
purchase.
available on the website.
Aaron and team from Evan the Critter Wizard, have you ever watched the original Avatar: The Last Airbender show? I was late in discovering it. The animation and storytelling was so inspirational and admirable to me.
Did you say inspirationable?
Yes.
You said inspirationable, and I'm not going to let that go.
Mm-hmm.
Inspirational.
I've actually never watched it.
It's really
I know
good.
You've always told me to watch it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
You would really they do these hybrid animals. They're really cool.
Yeah, and also I think it's 3 or 4 seasons, but the character building and the progression of the characters, or how much they change over time.
Yeah.
They do it very, very well.
Martin says, any hints on what courses will come out this year?
Good ones. Really, really good ones.
Would you ever consider offering a Moho tutorial? We don't use Moho yet. That's something we're actually exploring. There's always a chance for that, for sure, because it's part of 2D animation, and we definitely want to learn more about it. And we would probably bring in a different instructor to teach that.
Yeah, because I don't currently use it. But we know people that have.
Absolutely. Hi from southwestern New Hampshire, where it is currently -2 degrees. Great day for making art.
Speaking of, starting tomorrow night, we're going down to 23 degrees here.
Yep.
We're going to have 4 days in a row where our low is going to be in the 20s. For those of you that think in Celsius terms, that's about -5.
Which in Florida, that's...
-6, actually.
It's pretty cold in Florida.
Or -7, actually.
Is there by any chance a graphic novel course coming? I would love this.
We don't have a course planned, but that's an amazing idea.
And when I'm not saying if, I'm saying when we do start a graphic novel, we are absolutely going to be sharing the process with members for sure. So we're making it so.
Yeah, I want to lean into the one thing that makes us unique, and that is we share the process in making actual stuff. We're not just teach you how to do it. We're teaching you how to do it while we're making real productions.
Martin's wondering if you're going to wear flip-flops next week.
No, I haven't really worn my flip flops. I started wearing socks and my slippers. Oh man, it's like giving my feet a hug.
Occupant on YouTube asks, do you dread cold snaps like that in Florida, or is it a refreshing change of pace?
A hard freeze like that we dread,
Yeah,
because the plant life here isn't, and the animals, they're not built for it.
That's the main problem with it, is it's really bad for the citrus industry, which is a big...
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah.
And the poor animals that live out in the woods here, they're not used to hard freezes like that. And
I
so-
definitely like the cool weather for a change, but that once it starts getting below freezing, it's a bit much. Hey, Aaron, has the winner of the Make Your Own Snow Bear contest been announced yet? No, we're going to be picking that this week, as a matter of fact. We had the live boot camp last week, and the plan was to announce one this week, so we still got to do that, Aaron.
Yep.
Do you dread... Oh, wait, I already read that one. Da, 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 da.
How many folks do we have on?
Yes. On Facebook we have 30. And on YouTube 170
Hey, everybody.
on YouTube. And Twitch, I do not have Twitch open, so I cannot see how many are watching from Twitch.
Twitch it, Twitch. So you see how that mouth is kind of going around in a little circle? See that? His mouth is going around in a circle, and as he chews. Just gives it a little. I want to see that new Sam Raimi movie.
Which one?
It's is it Survivor? The Survivor? This woman and her boss get stuck on a plane crash on an island, and they got to survive. It looks awesome. It's got a 94% or 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. I just saw a clip of it the other day, and it cracked me up.
I want to see, there's one coming out
Nick
called...
Adams. What's her name? Nick Adams.
There's one I want to see coming out called Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. Have you seen anything on that?
Yeah, what was that?
It's been described as The Matrix meets Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, wow.
It's got a little bit of a time travel thing to it, apparently. It's a science fiction adventure comedy. I saw a scene from it. It looked really funny, but entertaining. It's got Sam Rockwell in it. Send Help is the new Sam Raimi movie. Someone said.
Oh, Send Help. Thank you. Yes. I'm terrible at remembering titles. Turning into my dad.
Aaron, did you see someone made a 3D version of Snow Bear? Also, I was in a game movie store and overheard someone being excited by Brother Bear earlier this month. People still love it. I saw
Yes.
someone did a 3D sculpt of Snow Bear. I haven't seen... Do you mean they did like a 3D animation? Post a link.
So,
Ross Wiley's asking me, what's been your hardest subject to photograph? I would say the smaller birds, like flycatchers, because they don't stay on a branch for long. At least where I tend to shoot. Like they'll swoop in, they'll land for a second, and the moment I get my camera up to shoot, they fly away again.
Oh, you know what? They might be talking about the stereoscopic version of Snow Bear there. Yes, we did see that where somebody made it a.
Oh, that 3D.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, depth 3.
Aaron is animating in TV Paint for those asking.
There we go. We got a little bit of a chew there. Just changed up the timing.
Again, I want to let people
throw in
know
another in between.
we've got a bunch of sales going on over at Creature Art Teacher this weekend. It is your last chance to get a lifetime membership at the current price. We've extended it a few times, but the price goes up on Monday. This is your last call to lock in a lifetime membership, the deal of a lifetime at current pricing. We've also got $100 off annual plans. Monthly streaming plans are on sale. And if you want to get a la carte classes, you can get any course on the website for just $10 if you use promo code 10-SAVE. We've got a flash sale. Dustin?
Yes.
Use promo code 10-SAVE
There it is.
at creatureartteacher.com. And then this is just part one of our stream today. We're going to be jumping on over here shortly to a members only stream coming up at 1 p.m. Eastern, where Aaron will continue.
I'm going to finish this up. We're
He's
going to put it in
finish out
color.
this animation.
Yeah, I'm going to take you through my process on how I color it. And we're going to export it, and we're going to have a finished shot by the end of the stream.
Hey Bim 111 has a question on YouTube. As I understand it, every character is on its own separate layer the way you're working. What about the props?
Yes, the props are on their own layer. That orange sits on its own layer, and then the bag and chips are on a separate layer. The orange is on its own layer because the kid is behind it.
And throwing back to the top of the stream, if you remember me asking about the memorial portrait earlier, I wanted to let you know it's getting better now. Turns out switching out a different brush and going to something more textured was just distracting enough to keep me from getting too sad.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, you got to find your way into it, right?
Yep.
Make the process fun. How did you get used to drawing on a computer screen? I have a hard time on a slick screen. I wish it felt like paper.
You get used to it.
Well, two things. First of all, the newer Wacoms do have a bit of a toothy texture to them.
Yeah.
When Aaron had an older Wacom to mitigate against that, you used to use the felt tip.
I did, but I'm just going to say, even when we're drawing analog, when we're drawing on traditional media, all of that, there's all kinds of different surfaces we draw on. So the way the surface feels shouldn't affect how you draw. You should be able to draw on slick surface, toothy surface, rough canvas surface. We draw on the beach, we draw on rocks, we draw on all kinds of stuff. Because I hear that all the time, and I'm like, well, you just do it enough and you'll get used to it.
Yeah, it's like anything, it takes practice. Zach Zilla asks, hey Aaron, I'm sure you're sad to hear about it. What was your experience with Roger Allers?
Roger and Roger affected a lot of people. And
some people may not know.
Yeah, so Roger Allers was one of the co-directors of The Lion King. It was Roger Allers and Rob Minkoff that directed The Lion King. They're the ones that gave me my job to do Nala. And so I would meet with them every week, and they were amazing directors. And Roger he was an incredibly joyful person, an incredibly positive, wonderful man. And unfortunately, he passed away last week suddenly. And So the entire animation industry was kind of rocked. They just did his memorial this weekend, or this past couple. No, I keep thinking it's the weekend, but it's not. The last couple days, and everyone in the animation industry lit a candle for him. But yeah, it was incredibly sad. He was a great man.
Hey Aaron, I've recently started using Procreate Dreams. Can you do character performances and lip sync with it?
Yes. Oh, you can make a whole feature with it.
Yeah. I mean, if you see Aaron's penguin short, I'll post a link to it. That was created in the first version of Dreams, and it's only gotten better from them. And even in that version, you could do lip sync and all that. So,
Yeah. Yeah. So all I got to do is I got to get those hands to come down. There we go.
What's your take on rotoscoping?
There's definitely a place for it. There's all kinds of different ways of rotoscoping. Dustin used to rotoscope for 3D conversion, but there's the rotoscoping you're probably talking about is just doing animation over the top of live action that's been shot. That can get really stiff. There's definitely a place for rotoscoping. I mean, you can do some cool stuff with it. I shoot live action reference all the time when I need it. I don't necessarily rotoscope it, but I use it as reference, and I'll look at key poses and I'll use those as reference, and then I do my own animation to fill in the gaps. And I try to push the poses, push them beyond. There's a lot of degree, straight just tracing live action looks stiff to me, and it's hard. I don't get into the rotoscoping that much in that regard, but there's definitely a place for using rotoscoping for reference and that sort of thing.
I mean, it ultimately depends on the type of project and the type of story you're trying to tell.
It does, yeah.
For
what I do, like this kind of thing, I'd never sit and film two kids sitting at a picnic table or a lunch table and rotoscope it. There's more of an artistic expression with this, the stylistic. Stylistically, the rotoscoping would kill it.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with animation, right, it's actually about exaggerating life typically, and that makes it feel more alive. If you're just straight up tracing the screen on ones, things start to feel really dull.
Yeah. It gets weird.
Yeah.
And the other thing that happens in rotoscoping is, especially if you're just shooting, with your shutter open at a 24th of a second to get motion blur, which is what happens a lot, you stop on an individual frame and you can't tell what's going on.
Right.
And it gets really difficult. So, yeah, so there's that. But, it's noon.
Yeah.
But I got the little chewing cycle down with this kid. And like I said, I'm going to finish the transition animation in the next in our next members stream coming up at 1:00, and we're going to put him in color, and I'm going to throw together a little background, and we'll be good to go.
So again, this is part 1 of our stream. We're going to be doing part 2 as a members only stream. So if you head on over to creatureartteacher.com and sign up and become a member, or you scan the QR code on the screen, you can sign up and become a member. You can choose from either a monthly plan, an annual plan, or a lifetime plan. All of those include access to our regular members-only streams. And we do tons of members-only content. We do members-only workshops. We have an exclusive Discord server that you get access to as a member, where you get to engage with other members of the community. And we've got lots more planned for 2026. This is going to be the best year of membership ever. Head on over to creatureartteacher.com, become a member today. You also get discounts on in-person live events like our boot camps and our upcoming event with Terl Whitlatch, which is you get a 50% discount, and you also get discounts on our upcoming masterclass 2-day workshop in Los Angeles. So thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next week.
See you guys.
Bye.
Dustin, can you run the spot for the masterclass?
Hey everyone, Aaron Blaze here. On May 23rd and 24th at the Wilshire Ebel Theater in Los Angeles, I'm hosting something very different. It's called Animated, the art of bringing stories to life. Now, this is not a normal animation expo. This is a curated 2-day single stage masterclass. So there's no lines, no hall hopping, no missed sessions. If you're in the room, you're going to experience everything. Indie to big studio, shorts to features. We walk the entire animation pipeline. Story, visual development, storyboarding, layout, animation, music, production realities, and how films actually make it into the world. This is a series of panels, presentations, live demos, and conversations, all designed to build on each other as a complete journey. Now we've got Emmy winners, Oscar winners, people who have shaped the films that we all grew up with and the ones inspiring today's generation. If you've ever wished that you could sit in a studio story room, an animation review, or a creative discussion that normally happens behind closed doors, this is the closest thing that you're going to get without a studio badge. So, tickets are available now at creatureartteacher.com/live. Seating is limited, early pricing won't last long, and we're going to be announcing some incredible speakers and more surprise guests very soon. So remember, that's 2 days, 1 stage, the entire animation process. I can't wait to see you there. Thanks.